Levi are brethren. Okay, now I don't have a map. I don't have a map with it on there. It's locked for that. But I'm gonna try to pull something up on my phone right quick because it says Simeon and Levi, they are brethren. Okay, now we all brethren, right? We all 12 tribes. We all brethren, right? But it says, man, these phones do what they want to do now. Island of Hispaniola. Okay. Man, I tell you, these phones do whatever they want to do now. Hey, read that again.
There's the book of Genesis 49 and 5. And it reads, Simeon and Levi are brothers.
It says Simeon and Levi are brethren. Let me see, can I pull something up right quick? Okay. Simeon and Levi are brethren. Okay? Now, I'm gonna show this to them right here. You see that? That's the island of Hispaniola. On one side, you got what? Haiti. And on the other side, you got the Dominican Republic. Okay? See that? See that right there? Haiti on the left, Dominican on the right. Okay? It said they brethren. Okay? Now, they two tribes on the same island. Now, one thing to remember is, you gotta remember, Levi is with the southern kingdom, and Simeon is with the northern kingdom. So Simeon was here in 724 BC, which was years and years before Levi came, which was like 2,700 years. Wait a minute, let me get it right. Maybe 2,200 years circle before. But think about it. Northern tribe had already came here. Levi and them still was on the other side. But when they brought the southern kingdom over, look how the Lord brought Levi and Simeon back to the same spot. They on the same island. So that's the Lord working within himself to bring them back to where they stand on the same island. And what divides them is a real mountainous mountains, a real rocky mountainous region. So one is on the other side, and one is on the one side, and one is on the west, and one is on the east. Okay, go ahead.
And it reads, instruments of cruelty.
The instruments of cruelty. Go ahead.
Are in their habitation.
So the instruments of cruelty are in their habitation. What's that's going into? Let's get Genesis 34th chapter. Let's get the 34th chapter.
34 and 1.
Let me look, because it might be quite a bit of reading. Start at 1.
This is Genesis 34 and 1. And Dinah, the daughter of Leah, which she bare unto Jacob, went out to see the daughters of the land.
Okay, she went out to see the daughters of the land, walking around. Okay, go ahead.
And when Shechem, the son of Hamor, and the Hivite, priest, prince of the country, saw her and took her and lay with her and defiled her.
Okay, he defiled her because guess what? That's a Hamite. They ain't supposed to be with us. We ain't supposed to deal with them no way. But we was told not to deal with them. She went out to walk around to see the daughters of the land, which her ass was supposed to. That's why the scripture tell you in Job 39 and 17 what? He deprived her with no wisdom, no knowledge. Okay? These women think they know everything. She went right against what she was supposed to be doing and got her ass basically seized, which is rape. Okay? Go ahead.
Verse 3. And his soul cleaved unto Dinah, the daughter of Jacob. He loved the damsel, and spake kindly unto damsel.
Into the damsel.
Damsel.
Yeah, damsel is a female, right? Okay. Now, let's go. We're going. That's a lot of reading, brother. Now she went out. Now I'm gonna slide through and give you a synopsis of what's happening. Okay. Now, Hamar brought them back to Jacob, and they had a conference, right? They wanted to basically marry the two, because basically marriage is what? Sex. If she had never been popped, then she belonged to him, even though she gave it to the Hamite. Okay. They had to do what's called a diary. Okay. Let me see here. And what happened was, let's skip over to 15. Start at 15. We'll see what was going to take place. What was taking place.
Genesis 34 and 15. But in this will we consent unto you.
Read that again.
Verse Genesis 34 and 15. But in this will we consent unto you. But ye will be as we be. That every male of you be consumed.
Read that word again right there.
Genesis 34 and 15.
No, that word. Break that word down. Separate that word and say that word. You said consume.
Circumcised.
There you go. All right. All right. So the agreement was we're gonna let our daughter marry your daughter, but y'all gotta be as we, because we are of the covenant. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob was what we had to be circumcised, right? Foreskins, all right. So they agreed with it. So go ahead.
Verse 16. Then will we give our daughter unto you.
Yep. Go ahead.
And we will take your daughters to us, and we will dwell with you.
So we're gonna give our daughter to you. You give your daughters to us. Because guess what? When you give your daughters to us, and we go into them, we're gonna bring forth Israelites.
Yep.
See, it's only that 1 or 2 times he had babies with her, gonna be a Hamite. So already the deal is what it is. You're gonna get the diary, then it's like, give us your women. So that's like a 10-for-1 situation.
Yeah.
So basically, you just go ahead.
And we will become one people. Verse 17. But if ye will not hearken unto us to be circumcised,
all right,
then will I take our daughter and will be gone.
All right. Go ahead.
Verse 18. And their words please Hamar.
All right.
And
Shechem.
And Hamar's son. Verse 19. And the young man deferred not to do the thing, because he have delighted in Jacob's daughter. And he was more honorable than all the house of his father.
Go ahead.
Verse 20. And Hamar and Shechem, his son, came unto the gate of the city and commanded with the men of the city, saying, communed with the men of the city, saying, verse 21, these men are peaceful with us.
Right.
Therefore, let them dwell in the land and trade therein. For the land, behold, it is large enough for them. Let us take their daughters to us for wives, and let us give them a daughters of our daughters.
Go ahead.
Verse 22. Only hearing will the men be consented unto us, for dwell with us to be one people.
That's right.
For every male among us be circumcised as they are circumcised. Verse 23, shall not the cattle of the substance of every beast of theirs be ours?
Go ahead.
Only let us consent unto them, and they will dwell with us.
They talking about intertwining families. Okay, that's why when your daughter, you give your daughter up to another person to marry, she become part of their family. Okay, she part of their family. Now, that's how it is. That's why that name gets changed. God. She's part of their family. Okay, and if you hand somebody into us, she's part of our family. Okay, go ahead.
Verse 24.
But the cool part about it was they were like, give us your daughters too. So it's really gonna make our family bigger.
Yeah, exactly.
Jacob, man, Jacob's supplanter.
Yeah,
that's what Jake means. Jacob means supplanter. So you gotta remember, man, Jake was, he was, yeah. Yikequab, he said. Jake's cool, slick, man. Give us your daughters too. But y'all gonna have a bunch of more daughters.
You can tell this Jake.
And then y'all and they gonna give the daughters over because guess why? We princes of the power.
Yep.
We noble people. So yeah, they gonna send their daughters over there.
Yep.
So they gonna try to marry in so they can when we have our big ass family reunion type gatherings, you know, our shit, you know, they come eat and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We high holy days. You see what I'm saying? They come eat good, eat lamb. Instead of eating dookie and mud pie, we're gonna show you, man. Hey, what it is. Go ahead.
Verse 24. And unto Hamor and Shechem, his son, hearkened all that went out of the gate of the city, and every male was circumcised. All that went out of the gate of the city.
So they all got circumcised. Go ahead.
Verse 25. And it came to pass in the third day when they were sore.
They was sore because when you get circumcised, they cut your foreskin. They cut flesh. So yeah, you're gonna be kind of sore.
God.
You know, you're gonna be walking around, little legs gapped open. You know, we didn't wear drawers back then. We just had garments, so the garments brushed up against your shit. So you gotta walk with your garment out and shit. Go ahead.
And they were sore that two of the sons of Jacob, Simeon and Levi and Dinah's brethren, took each man his sword and came unto the city boldly and slew all the males.
So what they did was they came to the city with their swords. They was smart. They said, let's get them circumcised because they ain't gonna be able to do nothing. And we just rush up in there. You know what I'm saying? Simeon and Levi, you see what I'm saying? They wasn't no punks.
No.
They was cold, man. You know what I'm saying? And had them do that. You know, the father like get circumcised, but shit, Simeon and Levi, they on something else. You gotta remember they twins too. You see? They on some other shit.
Yeah.
They ain't even worried, but Jacob already told us, look, y'all get circumcised, we're gonna switch families. Simeon and Levi like, fuck that shit. We ain't down with that shit. Them niggas there was treacherous, man. Yeah. Them two right there, it be like, hey, I can imagine growing up with them. Like, man, I ain't even fucking with my brothers, man. Young brothers. Every time you look around, they fucking with you. Like, they always doing some shit. Simeon and Levi, boy. Read on with you.
Verse 26. And they slew Hamor and Shechem, his son, with the edge of the sword, and took Dinah out of Shechem's house.
They killed the king and the prince.
Hey.
Told their ass, killed everybody, man. Hey. Go ahead.
And went out. Verse 27. The sons of Jacob came unto the slain and spoiled the city because they have defiled their sister.
Yeah, so they was like, nah, y'all Hamites ain't gonna mess with my sister. So they were mad. That's Simeon and Levi. Now go back to what you read.
Go. Back in Genesis 49 and 5. And it reads, Simeon and Levi are brothers. Instruments of cruelty are in their habitation.
So that instrument of cruelty was them killing all them circumcised men, man.
Mm-hmm.
Now Jacob sit back like, damn, man, what y'all doing? Like,
Man.
he probably didn't give a shit about the Hamites because we ain't really supposed to. They ain't our people. But see, Jacob knew we gotta live here.
Yeah, exactly.
Ain't but a few of us,
Mm-hmm.
and they can bring men and tear our ass up.
Exactly.
What y'all doing, man? Simeon and Levi, man. Simeon and Levi. And we know them to be, we gonna tell you, we know them to be, nowadays, they on the same island. They are the Haitians, or the Levites. Simeon are the Dominicans. Okay? That's who they are. If you receive it. You don't have to, you don't want to. But that's who they are. Because he had revealed the secrets unto the servants of God. All right? Now, go back to read 6.
Go. This is the book of Genesis 49:6. It reads, "O my soul,
Give me Proverbs 1:15.
come not thou into their secret until..."
It says what?
It says, 49, Genesis 49:6. "O my soul, come not thou into their secret."
Their secret. He says, come not into their secret. Okay? Read what you got.
So
Proverbs 1:15 and 16. It says, come not into their secret. Right? Read what you got.
This is Proverbs 1:15. My son, walk thou in the way with them.
Walk not.
Walk not thou in the way with them.
Okay, walk not. The Proverbs say, walk not in the way with them. Now, when you read it, I automatically think when he say walk not in the way of them, that's somebody who's contrary to the scriptures, or a person that's going to do wickedness. But the scriptures say, follow not a multitude to do wickedness. So that's what I'm thinking when I read that. Read.
Refine thy foot from their path.
From their path, right?
Verse 16. For their feet run to evil.
Their feet run to evil. Simeon and Levi. Go ahead.
And make haste to shed blood.
Make haste to shed blood. They made haste to shed blood. Now, it's 2020, right? Who right now on the planet that's doing the most, that's doing the most wickedness out of everybody other than Esau? This we dealing with Levi, they ain't the 12 tribes. Okay? It's the Haitians.
Yep.
Read what you got again. Read that. Watch this.
This is the book of Genesis 49:6. It reads, "O my soul, come not thou into their secret."
What's their secret? Voodoo.
Yep.
Con.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
They doing this voodoo, man. These motherfuckers pulling chicken heads out, sprinkling that shit. They the Levites.
Rolling their eyes.
Back in the day, they were doing everything with on the right hand side was the righteousness. But then under the curses, when they came over here, they still doing the same shit, sprinkling the blood, cutting goats on. But now they doing this shit to the name of Michael the Archangel and Santiago and all this shit. They doing it to the idols now. Basically, they doing it unto Satan now. Okay, they worshiping on the left hand side. Okay, that witchcraft. All right. Simeon, it's called what is it called? Santeria and Brujeria, which is when the witch will put the potions in the pot and stir it up and say certain curses to try to put a spell on you. That's what them Haitians do. You pull up Haitian voodoo right now on YouTube, and you'll see a bunch of them motherfuckers. They doing all this old dumb ass shit, jumping around and shit, biting off chicken heads, sprinkling that shit. You see, you can type that in right now on YouTube, Haitian voodoo, and go into a lot of different shit. And think about it. These two brothers did what they did, and they on the same island practicing the same left-hand side shit. Man, you gotta tell Most High cold, man.
Super cold.
He brought the Southern Kingdom over many years later and put them right on that island. How did they know to sail to that side and put them right beside their brother again?
Exactly.
Bro, that's the Most High right there. Okay?
God.
Read on.
God. Genesis 29:6. It says, "O my soul, come not thou into the secret, unto the assembly."
To their assembly. They get up in them churches, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they like I said, they go up in there, they slaughter goats and chickens, biting off the heads and all that. Okay. Like I said, they got that from the right hand side as being the priest, but now it's all left hand side. It's all idol worship. You know what I'm saying? They worship idols, man. And they giving their soul to it. Right? Go ahead.
It says, "Mine honor, be not thou united."
Be not there united. They live on the same island. Right? That little ass island, Hispaniola, but they don't even mess with each other. They hate each other. The Haitians and Dominicans do not like each other. They twins. And the Lord put a disdain between both of them. Because if a Haitian meet a Dominican, right now it might be a fight break out. Because they gonna talk in that native language of pt2. They ain't gonna talk shit to each other. But they twin brothers. Right? That lets us know who these people are, man. Through these scriptures, man. They not gonna unite. They not gonna never be together, man. Until the Heavenly Father and Son come back and then the United States way.
God.
The preachers, man, it's a breach right there. It's saying the Lord gonna close the preachers, man. So that hate that they gonna have against each other is gonna be done when the Lord come back, man. To then, man, these dudes, they hate each other. You know? What's the French term? Because Haitians, they rule, they governed by the French. It's a French term called Bouchon de lait. They speak that down in Louisiana. Louisiana's a French province. You go down to Louisiana, man, and you hear them brothers be down there, be talking, you don't understand them. They be like, "Hey, boy, come on down here, what the hell, that old Bouchon de lait?" They say that shit, they finna roast a fucking pig. Couchon is like pig in the Creole language. So that's what Dominicans call Haitians, couchon. Like they call them pigs and shit. But they got that. The French is basically in control of them. That's a French colony. Plus French colony, you got Louisiana too. Because they speak that same stuff, man. It's a lot of Haitians living in Louisiana because they all brewing potions down there too. So that lets you know that's a lot of Haitians. It's blood, Haitian blood running through them. Because the Lord did separate them Levites into the rest of the tribes. And we're going to read it too. Show it to you. Go ahead, what you got?
It reads, "Be not thou united, for in their anger they slew a man."
See, now we just read that in the 34th chapter. Go ahead.
"And in their self-will, they dig down a wall."
See, we went over that. Now what they did when the sister got taken. Okay? That little act they did, they didn't get no permission to do it. They just ball out on themselves and did it. So with these curses, we all under curses, but damn, man, I'm gonna tell you, when you see Haiti and Dominican, them curses heavy on them damn two tribes right there. They heavy on them, bro. I'm gonna tell you right now. Haiti, 80% of Haiti lives in poverty right now. They live in poverty. Then you have gross domestic product. They live off of $7 million to $8-9 million. That's all they got to live off of. The whole country. That's it. But America got 14 trillion. So tell me, what's going on with that? Okay. Then you had what y'all looking for? What y'all looking for? You don't want to know. I ain't gonna.
They hurt you.
You have when that earthquake hit. That's one of the reasons why the Lord, y'all so damn wicked, brought an earthquake on y'all ass in 2010. Okay? Then you had a lot of countries putting money up for y'all. Now they raised $350 million for Haiti. The only countries that gave up their The only country, it was 4 countries that gave away everything they raised. They sent to Haiti was it was Australia, Estonia, Brazil, and Norway. Them 4 countries sent what they had. Now the rest of them, you could pull it up. You could just type in the financial money that Haiti, they didn't get it. They didn't get all that money. Because think about it, their GDP is $7-8 million a year. You get them 350 million.
Yeah.
Hell, they can rebuild.
Yep.
They only living out 7 million.
Exactly.
That's damn near 50 times what they have. So you get them $350 million, they finna come up.
Yep.
Everything gonna look good around Haiti. Everybody gonna be in such poverty, but that's the curses you fall under. You see that? So the Lord had it where, guess who was the president then? Barack Obama. Yep. He was the president at that time. So he saw all this. Y'all think he the greatest light-skinned nigga ever, but shit, he ain't even helped them brothers out. Let you know he ain't our people either. He didn't make sure that money got over there to him. Okay? Hey, that's why y'all ass Los High hit you with a damn earthquake. And what was the priest did?
Yeah, for real.
Y'all got the Roman Catholics running around there. What's the archbishop? That one Roman Catholic guy y'all had that was y'all archbishop with the Roman Empire. Hell, his ass died in the earthquake. Go ahead.
Verse 7. It reads, "Cursed be their anger, for it was fierce, and their wrath, for it was cruel. I will divide them in Jacob and scatter them in Israel."
See, he said he's going to divide them in Jacob and scatter them in Israel. So it wasn't no inheritance for them. Okay? So it wasn't no inheritance for them. So therefore, the Lord scattered them into all other tribes. Basically on the other side, they didn't have no land, so they basically lived in they didn't have no city. So a lot of the Levites lived in what you call suburbs. Get Joshua to 19 and 1. We're gonna jump to 21. 21 and 5 and 6.
Joshua 19
and 1, and then we're gonna jump to 21, 5 and 6.
Book of Joshua, chapter 19 and 1. And it reads, "And the second lot came forth and to Simeon, even for the tribe of the children of Simeon, according to their families.
According to the families.
And their inheritance was within the inheritance of the children of Judah."
See, their inheritance was with the children of Judah.
Yep.
So they got slid over there amongst us. Go to 21, 5, 6, and 7.
This book of Joshua 19 and 21. And it reads,
21.
Chapter 20. It's the book of Joshua
5, 6, and 7. Or you can start up top of them, man.
Chapter 21. And it reads verse 5.
You can read into it. You want to.
Come on, read into it.
Like,
it's the book of Joshua 21 and 1. It reads, "Then came near the heads of the fathers of the Levites, unto Eleazar the priest, and unto Joshua the son of Nun, and unto the heads of the